नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूं मानव सिन्हा और आप देख रहे हैं एक ऐसा टीवी शो which will satisfy your hunger for everything automobiles right at one place because you have just tuned into the Times Drive show। हर बार की तरह इस बार भी लेकर आए हैं एक एक्शन पैक्ड लाइनअप आपके लिए, तो जल्दी से बिना किसी देरी के नजर डालते हैं कि क्या आ रहा है आपकी ओर ओवर द नेक्स्ट हाफ एन आवर। We'll start off with the Renault Duster. जी हाँ, we have finally driven the Duster and today we'll tell you all about it. इतना ही नहीं, we'll take a look at the first electric car from the house of Lexus called the ES500e, launched at 90 lakh rupees. There's a lot to talk about that car. And finally, speaking of talking, we will get into a special conversation with Mercedes-Benz India and find out about their electric car plans for the Indian market because they have come out with the CLA EV। तो जैसा कि आपने देखा, काफी कुछ आ रहा है आपकी ओर और हाँ, आज हमारे साथ है the Lexus RX 350h। Now this car is synonymous with the Lexus brand language. Lexus is known for having good hybrids and as you'll find out later in the show, they're starting their electric vehicle innings in the Indian market as well। लेकिन अगर Renault जैसे ब्रांड की बात करें तो उनका ब्रांड synonymous है उनके एक प्रोडक्ट से which is the Renault Duster। फाइनली वो इंडिया में वापस आ चुकी है। हमने आपको टाइम्स ड्राइव शो पर उसका वॉक अराउंड, उसके प्राइस डिटेल्स, ये सारी इंफॉर्मेशन हम आपके लिए लेकर आ चुके हैं। लेकिन आज वक्त हो चला है Renault Duster के ड्राइव इंप्रेशंस के बारे में जानने का। सो टू फाइंड दैट आउट, आई ट्रैवल्ड ऑल द वे टू देहरादून, took the new Renault Duster through the lovely roads of Chamba and all the way to the new Tehri Dam, and this is how the experience went. Today, the Renault Duster, ladies and gentlemen, has made a return and it looks like this. और आपको आइडिया देने के लिए कि डस्टर कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है रेनो के लिए, there is something I want you to focus on and that is this area right here। इस बार यहाँ पर रेनो का बैज नहीं है, सिर्फ डस्टर लिखा हुआ है and that tells you more than what I can explain in this video। This is how important and impactful and this is how strong of a recall this particular name has in our country। Look past the badging and the naming and everything and what you will find is a rather handsome car। Now remember, the Renault Duster is the OG SUV of this segment because to be honest, this segment was created by this very nameplate। So it's no surprise that the proportions, the road presence, the stance, all of it is bang on। मुझे पर्सनली इसके एलॉय व्हील्स बहुत अच्छे लगे, लेकिन ये जरूर नोट कीजिएगा कि अगर आप इसका जेड माउंटेन ग्रीन कलर वर्जन लेंगे तो आपको ब्लैक्ड आउट व्हील्स मिलेंगे। लास्टली 210 मिलीमीटर्स का जो मैसिव ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस डस्टर के साथ मिलता है, that will give a great peace of mind to the owner। This is the second highest in the segment। The boot space capacity of the Duster stands at 518 liters। It is deep and can swallow a decent amount of luggage as well। So airport runs won't be a problem। कि this time around Renault is taking no risk। इंटीरियर के मामले में आप पुरानी डस्टर्स पे थोड़ा सा कंप्लेन ज़रूर कर सकते थे कि ये वाली चीज़ ऐसी होनी चाहिए, वो वाली चीज़ वैसी होनी चाहिए। इस बार आपको Renault कंप्लेन करने का मौका नहीं दे रहा है। स्क्रीन इसका अगर हम बात करें तो बहुत अच्छा है, टच रिस्पॉन्स बहुत अच्छा है, सारी नेसेसरी इन्फॉर्मेशन हमें देखने को मिलती है। एक काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ मुझे जो लगी वो ये है कि जो मैप्स है वो आप इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्लस्टर पर भी प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं एंड दैट मेक्स ड्राइविंग अ लॉट मोर ईजियर एंड गिव्स यू अ लॉट मोर रियलिस्टिक। अब पीछे बैठने से पहले एक चीज़ और मैं मेंशन करना चाहूँगा, वो है बिल्ड क्वालिटी। द वे एवरीथिंग हैज़ बीन पुट टुगेदर इज फैंटास्टिक। यू डू गेट गुड फील गुड फीचर्स like ventilated seats, wireless charging, so on and so forth। You get these really nice tactile buttons here for the HVAC control, something which I really appreciate। And what I also liked are these contrast stitching that you see all across the cabin। Steering में देखने को मिलता है, डैशबोर्ड पे मिलता है, सीट्स पर हमें देखने को मिलता है। ओवरऑल एक बहुत प्रीमियम कार का फील आता है। I wouldn't be surprised to see something like this in a car that is positioned 1 or even 2 segments above। This is how good the cabin of the Renault Duster is। हाँ, अगर आप ध्यान से ढूंढेंगे तो थोड़े से स्क्रैची प्लास्टिक्स आपको जरूर मिलेंगे, but at that point I'm really nitpicking। Overall, it's a great place to be in। पीछे वाली सीट की मैं अगर बात करूं तो आपको स्पेस का आइडिया देना चाहूंगा। उसके लिए आई हैव सेट अप द ड्राइवर सीट एज पर माय हाइट। फॉर रेफरेंस आई एम 5'10" और आप देख सकते हैं काफ़ी अच्छा खासा नी रूम मेरे पास अवेलेबल है। लेग रूम भी है, पैर में सीट के नीचे स्लाइड कर सकता हूं टू ओपन अप मोर कंफर्ट फॉर माई सेल्फ। एंड आई ऑल्सो हैव अ ड्रॉप डाउन आर्म रेस्ट। What I also like is the fact that you get 3 headrests at the back for all 3 passengers. However, having 3 seated over here might feel a little bit of a squeeze, especially in terms of the shoulder space that you have inside the cabin at the back over here. But if you have 2 people, then this is a very comfortable place to be in. With that out of the way, we drove the 1.3-liter turbocharged engine variant of the new Duster, and this drivetrain had us all excited. The reason? Fairly simple. This is the most powerful car you can buy in the segment. It makes a whopping 163 PS of power and a massive 280 Newton meters of torque. इस 4-cylinder यूनिट को आप या तो 6-speed मैनुअल गियरबॉक्स के साथ ले सकते हैं या फिर 6-speed DCT गियरबॉक्स के साथ। We drove the latter and it truly lives up to the hype. नई रेनो डस्टर की राइड क्वालिटी थोड़ी स्टिफ जरूर है, स्पेशली अगर आप रोड एंडुलेशंस की बात करें, लेकिन it is not at the severity of being a deal breaker. Instead, the trade-off that you get is that the ride and handling of the Duster in spirited driving conditions is beyond impressive, and the chassis balance is fantastic. Drivetrain refined है, लेकिन इंजन की आवाज आपको कैबिन में थोड़ी ज्यादा सुनाई देती है। One area where I did wish things were different was the ESC sensitivity, जो मुझे थोड़ी ज्यादा intrusive लगी, although it is not something I would complain about. Overall, the new Renault Duster left a smile on our faces at the end of the drive. By the looks of it, Renault has gone the distance. उन्होंने उन सारी चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखकर इस गाड़ी को अपडेट किया है। इतना अपडेट किया है कि this is now significantly different than the Renault Duster that is sold internationally as well. तो Renault ने एफर्ट जरूर डाला है। मेरे हिसाब से उन्होंने अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी भी बहुत अच्छी रखी है, प्राइस भी बहुत अच्छा निकाला है। All they have to do now is maintain this momentum, and if they can do that, well, the Duster nameplate is here to stay for far much more longer this time. अब चलते हैं अगली स्टोरी की तरफ, जो है Lexus के बारे में. Not about the Lexus RX 350h, that will come very soon on the Times Drive show. But today we'll talk about Lexus's new innings for the Indian markets in the electric vehicle space. उन्होंने लॉन्च की है एक नई सेडान, इलेक्ट्रिक सेडान called the ES500e at about 90 lakh rupees. Let's head on over to Amber to find out more about it up next.
Well, what you see standing right beside me is clearly a Lexus, but rather because this is the new ES500e. That's right, the first battery electric vehicle from Lexus right here in India. So in this quick video, I'm going to be talking about its design, its specs, the features, and everything that makes this luxury sedan really special. So stick around. Let's talk about the design of this new generation sedan. Front look iska is not that busy as we have been used to seeing in Lexus cars because of the spindle grills and all that. In fact, this has been minimized and cleared out, and there sits the Lexus logo in the center. But more importantly, look at this element here. Now these are two L-shaped LED DRL and LED indicator elements that make for a complete Z and look really sharp. यहाँ नीचे आपको देखने को मिल जाएगा the new projector based LED headlamp unit. This is the main headlamp, and here below you will get to see the cornering lamp. Coming quickly to the side profile of the new ES, इधर clear होता है the entire expanse of this over 5 meter long luxury sedan that Lexus has just launched. Now it is bigger and wider than the older model. Now one of the most distinct design elements on the side is this blacked out trees that you see going along the side of the side profile. Now this is pretty unique. We haven't seen this in any other Lexus or rival brand, and it gives the 500e a very distinct appearance. Now the other significant thing that the car has here are these semi-flush door handles. अब इससे पहले मैं आपको इसका बहुत ही sleek, rare look दिखाऊं, let's talk about this entire shape that Lexus has come up with the new ES. Now this is not a long wheel base, but it looks like a fastback design, a silhouette that is going on, and Certainly the car is bigger now, and with this sloping roofline, it also presumably has a lot of extra room in the second row this time around. Well, I'm happy to report that the connected LED tail lamp trend has reached Lexus as well. Here you have the ES500e badging, of course the all-wheel drive, which is really interesting to see कि ये गाड़ी इंडिया में अपने टॉप स्पेक पे लाई गई है. Now with the design of the new ES500e covered, let's take a quick look at what is happening inside. Alright, so now I'm sitting inside the new ES500e, and well, the first thing that is striking to me is that इस बार Lexus ने इस गाड़ी के साथ एक strategy बहुत ही hardcore follow कर रहे हैं, and that is pure minimalism. Because as you can see, यहाँ पर dashboard में and in the center console and everywhere else, everything is designated in a very clear manner. And in terms of operative touch points, आपके पास है steering wheel पे tactile buttons that you can use to toggle through the driver information display and also operate your infotainment controls. But apart from that, सामने आपको देखने को मिलता है the 12.3-inch digital driver information display, and यहाँ सेंटर में एक बड़ा सा 14-inch का high resolution infotainment touchscreen भी है. And overall, it is a good balance of things that feel very natural. The ambience is really opened up and the colors are very muted, which gives a very open feeling inside the cabin. Going on with the minimalistic theme, Lexus has cut down on physical buttons to quite some extent. Instead, they have these hidden buttons that light up when you reach for any of the functions, and tactile control के नाम पे you only have this toggle switch that you can use for your volume control or power. Now guys, let's come to the party piece of the 500e, which is of course the rear passenger seat, जहाँ पर most owners अपना time spend करेंगे. Of course, highlight यहाँ पर है इस गाड़ी का leg room. As you can see, I'm sitting pretty comfortably here now. I have a height of 5'11". I've got ample of space here on my headroom thanks to that fastback style roofline that the ES has for this time around. Now of course, for added passenger comfort, you have a center console here. इसमें काफी ज़्यादा storage spaces भी हैं for your knickknacks. 2 cup holders भी हैं यहाँ पर. And that's about it. You of course get 2 air vents here as well, along with 2 USB-C points. So that was a quick walk around of the newly launched Lexus ES500e, जो Lexus ले आया है इंडिया में at a price of rupees 89.99 lakh ex-showroom. Now there is a difference when you compare it to the earlier model, where it had been started to be made in India by 2020. ये वाली गाड़ी Lexus लेके आ रहा है as a CBU and a full import.
और इसी के साथ वक्त हो चला है एक छोटे से ब्रेक का टाइम ड्राइव शो पे, बट बने रहिए हमारे साथ बिकॉज वंस वी आर बैक वी विल टॉक अबाउट मोर इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स इन द लग्जरी सेगमेंट बिकॉज वी हैव अ स्पेशल कॉन्वर्सेशन कमिंग अप विद Mercedes-Benz India. Stay tuned. वेलकम बैक, मैं हूं मानव सिन्हा, आप देख रहे हैं द टाइम्स ड्राइव शो और आज हमारे साथ है Lexus RX 350h. Now it's time to talk about the big story, which is Mercedes-Benz entering the electric vehicle market with a brand new entry-level competitor in the form of the CLA EV. इस गाड़ी के बारे में हम आपको सब कुछ बता चुके हैं, लेकिन अब समय है to ask the big questions to Mercedes-Benz India. So let's head on over to Dhruv Paliwal for a great conversation.
Now, the electric Mercedes-Benz CLA has just been unveiled in India, and we have with us Mr. Santosh Iyer, who is the MD and CEO of Mercedes-Benz India, to tell us a little bit more about the car. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks to you for joining us as well.
Yeah. So, first of all, let's rewind the years. The CLA of old was a very important car for India. It brought many customers into the Mercedes fold.
Exactly.
And then there was a hiatus in between. Now the CLA is back. What was that one real metric or that one real thing that made Mercedes-Benz India decide to bring the CLA back to India?
Even in a car like a CLA, which is on one side, it's always iconic design. Even if you look at a CLA 8-year-old CLA on a road today, it doesn't look aged. Similarly, the design is iconic, but on the other side, if you look at the kind of tech that we have put in, and we have redefined electric vehicles with the CLA. So I think it was a no-brainer for us to get this car into India. We also cleaned up the space. The A-Class, the EQA, the EQB all makes its way for the new CLA coming here.
So during the presentation, you told us a lot about the software that has gone into making the CLA, how many computers are there on board. So the CLA is very heavy on software. Can you tell us how that software has actually shaped the driving experience of the car?
Yeah, so I think for us, the CLA is a very special car defining the next generation of cars coming from our portfolio. So first of all, to run a very good software, you need a hardware platform. So we went with the best NVIDIA, the Orion chips inside clearly with, we have 4 supercomputers inside, you can say, to do a lot of processing, first of all. Because the software today, what we have developed, our own proprietary MB.OS, the MB operating system, has to run on a very efficient hardware. On the software, there are a couple of areas that we are focusing. To start with is the ADAS systems, because it needs to able to ensure a better safety on the car. Also on charging, the software helps the charging to be recalculated in terms of routes, where you want to drive, at what charge the car should be at the time of charging or when you reach the final destination. It also prepares the car before you reach the charging station for fast charging as such. So again, another aid. The third is more to do with using tools like ChatGPT. You can actually try to find your favorite restaurant, or you can do a reservation, or you can, the car helps you to plan your date, for example. So I think a lot of use cases, and today's Gen Z anyways, their companion is a bot in most of the time. And they want to continue that in the car as well. So the car can really help them.
The CLA is here in its electric avatar right now, and it's obviously coming through the CBU route.
Yes.
So we also know there is a petrol CLA out there globally. Any plans of bringing that in?
So let me clarify. First of all, this is an electric architecture. A heart, soul is electric. We have done combustion engine gasoline versions because the world is still moving in different directions in different parts of the world. So there are options. But I think we are fully betting on electric on the CLA. Second, you mentioned CBU, yes. But when you look at pricing, it will be even lower than a CKD. Because if you just Google the price of this car, a CLA 250 in Germany, you will find it 60,000 euros. Translating into India will be 62-63 lakhs. You add the duty, you add everything else, the GST of 5%, it should be close to 70 lakhs or 72. We will price this car below 60 in India, somewhere in the region of 58 to 60 based on the exchange rate prevailing in April when we launch the car. So I think we have to price the car based on what the customer needs. So irrespective, CBU, CKD, local production, it's all business model discussions, but the pricing will be based on what the customer, and we want to really make an impact among the Gen Z, because this is their car for the future of mobility, and we want them to enter into the brand with this car.
So on to the fun questions now.
Yes, please.
First of all, tell me, which is your favorite color of the new CLA?
Again, another first. For the first time, a manufacturer paint option, which is generally available in cars worth 2 to 3 crores plus, is being given in a CLA. That again, we love the car. We just want it. So the Patagonia Red, which you see, is a manufacturer paint option. Love it, in terms of the color. But can I drive this for the next 10 years? Maybe with a CLA, yes. But in other cars, I won't prefer a red, to be honest.
Okay. If you could right now take this to any road in the country and you would want to drive it there, which would be that one road you'd want to drive the CLA on?
I am basically from Kerala. I love South. I always love to go back to my home. So surely I can take this car. The roads from Bangalore to Thrissur, my hometown, are fantastic also. So I would love to take this car for a spin and go to my hometown.
All right.
And with that, we've come to the end of this edition of the Times Drive Show. उम्मीद है आपको हमारा एपिसोड पसंद आया होगा. अगर कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, कुछ बताना चाहते हैं या हमारी टीम के साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो टाइम्स ड्राइव के सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स पर हमें रीच आउट जरूर करें. And if you're planning to buy a new car, a new scooter or a new motorcycle, make sure you visit timesdrive.in to get all the necessary information to make an informed purchase. इसी के साथ मैं विदा लेता हूं. I'll catch you same time next week only on the Times Drive Show.